Oh, Miss Magic. My cat Magic's not feeling well. He's a bit under the weather still. He's still a bit under the weather. He's been laying on the bed now for 10 hours or just over 10 hours. I think he's got past all vomiting and diarrhea. Few little cases of diarrhea. He's had a very upset tummy due to he threw all his food up. That was yesterday, sometime early in the morning. I would have been in bed. I would have been asleep at the time. I didn't notice, didn't hear it. So threw all his food up. But I'm thinking I had the cooking pot in the sink with soaking. I had it just soaking. So it had a little bit of detergent in it, but I don't know if Magic would have gone near that and possibly maybe licked just a little bit and then backed off away from it but then you only need just a little, then you're going to feel you're going to have an upset tummy, you're going to feel really sick. Or it maybe not that. I'll have to see what the vet says tomorrow. I need a thorough analysis of but those results won't come through quick, but I need to know. And then have him on some medication because he looks a bit pale. He looks a bit pale and a bit frowned. He just wants to snooze. Usually when I rub him under here, he'll start kicking. His legs will start kicking, but he's just not in the mood. It's best just to let him try recover. It'd be just the same if I ate something and it disagreed. You flush it out your system, diarrhea, you flush it out. And you drink water. He drank some water, didn't you? But you haven't got off the bed. Oh, he's going to have a scratch. So I'm not sure how he's feeling. I know he's feeling confused. I know he's confused, and it confuses me because he can't verbalize. He verbalized it in a meow sound of distress, and I knew that wasn't usually him because he hardly does that. You want a little rub there, sweetie? I know how it feels. I know you like it. I know you like that match. So he's very unhappy at the moment. He's very, very down. He's very unhappy, and just the same as if anyone has a case of, upset tummy, they're going to feel unhappy and down, and it could last as long as it takes until it cures. But we could verbalize. But a vet might be able to assess and be able to get some idea that I would understand. But I don't know, all the vomiting and such, probably over 15 times. That kind of like maybe some sort of indication. There's also another bit of detergent around, but I know they won't go near it. There's fresh water in the water fountain that's always running, and Magic will go to that. Bear will go to that. Use a little flea trap sort of thing, and they just jump into it, sort of thing. But Magic's never ever gone near it, nor did Sooty ever go near it. You know, I mean, near, you go sort of, and then you notice the smell, and you just back away from it. But he had to be standing on his legs or moving around, because he's moved around in several positions. So, but he might not have much strength or willpower to, you know, and then wants to settle down. He's wagging his tail, but in a moody way, because he's a bit irritatedly frustrated, and he's kind of turned away from the camera, so he might be shy. I just don't know what I would do if I lost Magic. And I shouldn't be thinking that. It's just as if he had a bladder issue last month, about 1, 2, 3, about 3, was it 3 weeks ago now, I think, or maybe 4 weeks. He had a bladder issue, and he got through that. He was a happy camper, wouldn't you, sweetie? He was a happy camper. He was a happy camper again, and urinating. You know, he's not had a, you know, if he was having the issue again, it would be frantically licking back here. So yeah, I think he's just had a bad. I mean, he was okay. He was in good spirit on Thursday. But I think I might. Is it possible? I didn't overfeed. I mean, I put food out for Bear. Bear wasn't really interested in eating it. And Magic ate it. I think, yeah, like you usually do sometimes, sweetie. Yes. But I think he's just had a bit of bad luck this last couple of days, and now he's kind of like waiting. You know, he's just waiting for his tummy to get better. Usually when rubbing down here, but can I notice anything? Feeling? Oh, he's doing that thing with the leg. Oh, that's good. That's an okay little sign. I see. I hope, because cats don't like that. I think you find that irritating, don't you? Intrusive. I just got to wait until take him to the vet in the morning, eh? And see what they can see, what they can find out, what you may have possibly, if you digested it, if you did, you know. But I just don't think so, unless he went sniffing around the edge of the cooking pot, and it had some of that freaking curry sauce or whatever. Unless he licked any, you know, because the water was in soaking, and then there might have been something around the edge. He could have possibly gone up there and licked it, and yeah, and I think something like that would have possibly given him a very upset tummy because of the spices in it and such. I've had cooking pots, you know, soaking before, and not had a problem like this. I I'm only speculating. You know, otherwise, anything that's toxic or anything like that, bleach and all that, that's kept far away out of their sight. Like you should do when you have an in-home cat. Any things like that should be kept well out of, in a cupboard and out of their sight. I mean, I think I could pick him up, and you know, I'm not sure, but he's oh, he's on a little stretch here, but see, I can't really determine how he's really feeling. I mean, usually, if I would have got up and then went to the kitchen, he would have got off the bed, and he hasn't got off the bed yet. And a cat can go a few days without eating, so I think it'd be best. That I just wait till the morning tomorrow, and when I take him to the vet, and that they can possibly do some checks to see if maybe, you know, he's ate something or whatever they got. What means they've got to check. See what's wrong with my little lovely fella Magic. I care about my cat Magic more than I would care about my bloody home cinema, really. A home cinema is just an immaterial object. All these laser and blue K4 rubbish K discs, they're just rubbish. They're just immaterial. They're not even entertainment anymore. They're just immaterial objects. A cat or a dog or a pet, you know, it's a different thing. It's a different matter. Use a bit of a brush. Yeah. Use a bit of a brush there, sweetie. He's purring. He's kind of growl purr, you know, very softly. Usually he purrs very loud. Maybe due to all the vomiting, and he's got a sore throat. Might have a sore throat. Maybe the vet can also check back here and give him some sort of cream. He's got a few little bumps, lumps, sort of thing on his skin. He had that a few years ago. Maybe the vet can cream, or I think it's like an injection sort of thing to sort of like, you know, and then a few days, probably takes a few days or so, and then it clears up. He's having a little, but I don't know what he's doing, because he may recover from the upset tummy any moment, and then he's gonna think, I feel hungry, you know. But if you do Magic, you can have some. You go just drink some water for today, all right? You just go and drink some water. All right, if you get off the bed, if you have the urge and you're thirsty, yeah, go and drink some water. Because I think I'm going to have to change his diet. I'm going to have to change his diet from this wet cat food to maybe something a little bit more different, something a little bit more better than, you know. Not that he would appreciate, I don't think, that it's better food, but something that would agree with his digestive. Takes up most of the bed, he does sometimes. He takes up most of the bed. And he's not even thought of wanting to come down and lay near me, sort of thing. I try to put him up here and say lay down there next to me with his head, but he go up and turn around and went down this way because he wants to concentrate. He wants to be on his. He doesn't need cuddling at the moment. I don't think he's trying to recover. Oh, I know. Oh, well, that's okay. That look there, I see all most time there, magic. Yeah. It's when you're around the other way, you just look a little bit frowned and a little bit under the weather. This is. Oh no. And he's only 11. I think about 11 years. Well, getting on 12 years. Maybe just getting on to 12 years old. Because he was a little younger than Sooty. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that feels so lovely. That does. More lovely than home theatres. Especially when the home theatre speakers today, they are just daylight robbery. Oh, the prices of daylight robbery. Oh, that's so nice. Oh gosh, if I could have one of those what's it things. I could, yeah. I don't know. Oh, you gonna turn around and put your paws, do that thing with your paws. Anyway, that's that. So I was just gonna let Magic kind of relax, and I'm gonna relax myself because I don't think I want to get out of bed today. Well, I don't know. It's only afternoon now. It's only coming up near to 2:00, and I've been in bed since. I think we went to bed last night. What was it, 8:00? Because I was thinking the home cinema and all this rubbish, home cinema, it was just getting rubbish. The more home theatre changes, the more they stay the same, especially with some of that rubbish that, oh my goodness, that you got these guys in, I don't know, I think on the east coast of America. Dream Media, give me the big like and the thumbs up. Smash that like button. I swear that guy looks like my cat Bear. That Zach. He looks like my cat Bear. Oh yeah, I watched an amusing video and I found it so damn amusing that I think, oh dear, you ain't going to get points on that echo chamber room now. And well, I don't know about those JTR speakers and this projection screen, and in this kind of like demo room, whatever. Flipping heck, with that echo, you gotta be kidding me. And seeing those JTR speakers on the left and right outside of the screen area, and not having a single clue if they got matched, and they're like the ones, but the center one is behind the screen, but the LCR should be behind the screen, not the left and right outside, because it makes no sense when Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark walks into the cave and you hear his footsteps outside, but they're not on the position onto the screen. It won't make sense. Then there's a little thing of that article in a very special, I ain't saying what magazine or what it appeared in. So, oh, I think it was something else. Is actually, gosh, I've got so much of that THX literature stuff. Bloody hell! But that's only a little bit to whet the appetite. It's a little bit more than that. But dear oh dear, that demo on those JTRs. Yeah. And they used some rubbish movie, some overrated 4K rubbish movie. What was it called? Something about snowboarding, I think. Like that's demo worthy. What was it called? It's an overrated movie, or it's an overrated document, whatever mentary, with a 4K and Atmos bloody mix or whatever, and it's just no. I wouldn't have that thing. I wouldn't have that playing in my home. I wouldn't even play a clip of it on YouTube on my home, on my Lucasfilm Limited THX sound system cinema. No way. It's just overrated. And I just don't like the way it's filmed. It just looks overrated. It just looks like a load of rich people, you know what I mean, that go to these places. Oh dear. They use that for a demo in that echo chamber room. Bloody hell. And then they use that overrated Dirac rubbish, doing a frequency sweep, and oh dear, I could still hear the echo in that room. And the ceiling and all that was typical, like all American home theaters, especially when it's on ground level and it looks like it's some sort of cafe sort of thing. And you got all these odd ceilings, like, that typical sort of thing that you see in the basement, where you got an part of the ceiling that's overhanging and all the rest of the ceiling's flat. What? It's never occurred to anyone to make the ceiling identical, so you basically put a false ceiling in. Of course you're going to reduce the height, but the sound frequency wave, think about it, if it's going to go up on this side and that side, no problem, as well as the diagonal, and cause slight hickey issues, especially when it goes in that corner and it hits the edge of the overhang, and then the slight bit under there, the frequency wave is and tones are going to get, oh gosh, just the same as I have a chimney breast in my room, and you just got to make the wall kind of, you got to give the impression that the speaker is seeing a surface area that's a little bit more than that, because I know what's above these things. I know what's behind it. It's just a pipe. That's all. It's just a water pipe or something, and they just want to conceal it and hide it. But it's typical all in these home theater USA basements. Oh God, I can't stand that. Seeing that, it's just as worse as it's just as worse than I got to look at my chimney breast. Only I see it so often, and it's like, why can't they just make the ceiling flat? But it's a lot more than that, because the bass wave is still going to find a way through that, and then it's going to change. You got to make it so it's solid. It's or equal. Yeah, it's awkward, or just I don't know. Maybe try and figure to a way to reroute that water pipe or whatever. So it goes another way round, and then you got the ceiling literally flat. Then, it's possible to do that. Anyway, why should I care? Why should I bloody care? I don't care for any of this rubbish. It's all immaterial, just to play some rubbish Mary Sue Disney garbage trash like Mulan or whatever garbage. I'm not sure what that bear's. Where is he? Where's that bear? I can hear his little tinkle bell. I can hear his little tinkle bell, but I can't see him. I can hear his tinkle bell. He's out there somewhere. Yeah. Oh dear. I'm sure that when they test these JTRs, I don't take speakers for big things like that for granted, and think, well, I guess they're running with a passive crossover, or they have ability to bypass the passive crossover, so you can run an active crossover, a DSP, not biamp, so just run active, so lows go to the bass and highs go to the highs, or the horn, or what that thing had on it. And second thing, more, I don't like speakers now with HF horns literally stuck in a cab, because usually the cinema professional, the bass cabs are separate and the HF horn goes on top, and then therefore you can adjust the angle on the HF horn, because the bass wave frequencies are going to be omnidirectional. So hence there's not much point. I'm not sure if you turn it right round the other way, the bass you notice at some point certain frequency, but if it were a HF horn and you just flipped it round the opposite way, you ain't going to notice all the high frequency. But that's why I prefer, because that's how it has been in cinema, so you can orientate its position, so you get nice detail. But it's a little bit more than that. It's a lot more than that. Yeah, I see there's a lot of videos up in the last 24 hours. Home theatre rubbish. Oh, they think they all got THX. When in actual fact they don't. Not that I care anymore, really. Hey, magic. Well, that's a nice little look you're giving me there. That's a nice little look. Oh. It's going to take him. It's going to take Magic at least maybe, because the way he was vomiting and that, it's going to take him maybe another day for a full recovery, and the vet might give him a magical medicine, like they do with all, because they've probably seen this case with all cats and dogs, pets. If a pet happened to even, lick something on, while it's in the sink and it's soaking, if it was detergent, washing up liquid, or a bit of the residue of a spicy food on the edge of the, that's going to disagree with them, and that's just going to disagree. So it's going to take maybe Magic maybe till maybe Monday. He might be full of spirit. At the moment, he's just under the weather. He can't be asked. He can't be asked. But he's got to drink some water. So if I'm gonna have to get up, I better get up when I get up. Because he could get up if he wants. He's free to do what he wants. If I get up and then think he's still on the bed, I'm gonna pick him up, take him to the water fountain, see if he has a lap of water, and see if he try and use the litter box. Yeah, but Bear's okay. Bear's okay. Bear's been eating the same food. See, I put the biscuits near the sink, the biscuit bowl, so it's separate. So the wet food's over that end, and the biscuit they know where it is, and then the water fountain's over the other thing. They know where everything is. I don't know. Magic might just had a phase where he feels hungry and he just wants to eat, but just doesn't really know when to pause, and that's enough. And thing is, the problem is every time I go in the kitchen, they follow. Magic goes in the kitchen and he starts scraping the cupboard door. And I just give in for weakness. So I fail. I failed you, Anakin. I failed you. And I should just sort of say, just give them a pet and then just walk out, and then they'll settle down, and because they've been fed, and there's just their little biscuits to nibble on. They get plenty of water, plenty of wet food. Biscuits, they shouldn't be given dry food, period. They should always be given wet food. So they got a little nibble, which is like a treat. It's like a treat. It's just like us. You have something to eat, and then I don't know. When you go to sleep, you don't get an urge. You're sleeping maybe 9 hours. When you're awake, there's something that's giving you a subconsciously aware, maybe elusive, and then you just want to eat something again. Maybe it's sugar, maybe it's salt, maybe it's just say, no, I've eaten a meal. I'll just have some water, just, because if anyone knows what it feels like, I've gone a week without eating, and that was years ago, down on my luck. Happens to most of us. And, the only thing I had to drink was water and sugar. Yeah, kind of like Men in Black. Sugar. More. Because when you stir it in the water, you get glucose. So the alien wanted glucose. Yeah, I know what it feels like. It's a sharp pain. It's a very sharp, discomforting pain. Because if your tummy is kind of inverting, there's nothing there compressing and such, and you feel very disorientated, very lightheaded and weak, and you just crouch up. So you just curl up. And to purposely do that, like that stupid bullshit magician, overrated magician guy, to do that purposely is just stupid, just plain stupidity. Because it doesn't prove anything. Because I know exactly how he's going to feel. You're going to feel. You're just going to have pain, and that's basically doing that on purpose, just for the media, just for the flipping cameras. That's self-harm to yourself, and that person, David Blaine, that's it. He needs to be locked up in a padded cell with not even a pack of cards to play with, because he's not all there to do self-harm to himself like that. Because at the end of the day, he's got billions or whatever, and he thinks he just come away from that and think, oh yeah, everyone's giving it like and applauding it. Oh, it's just plain stupidity. Don't prove anything. Because he's probably never really, experienced hunger, down on your luck, and it's like, we think about it, there are means and ways to obtain something that if you think you haven't got something to obtain it, there are ways around it. There are ways around it. There's no reason why anyone should. My cats get more feeding than I feed myself per day now. Cats are predatorial, so they go out and hunt. You feed them indoors when they come indoors. They probably have very little, and then they go out, and then they're out for hours. They're predator. They're hunters. Oh, I'm just getting up. You're right. Uh-oh. You're going to be sick because I'm going to put you on the floor if you're going to do that. Hang on. Come on. I'm in vomiting on the bed covers. Bear, do not agitate. Do not agitate Magic. Come on. Oh, Magic scooted. So he's okay on his feet. He's looking okay on his feet. There. Not sure if he's going to jump up. If he can jump up, he's got energy. You look okay there, sweet. Can you jump up? Magic? Can I give you a nudge? Come on. Oh, well, that was a good sign. See, I had the cooking pot that's in there, the cupboard now, in the sink, and I had this Korma freaking stuff for a dinner. Actually, I didn't even like my dinner. I used 2 packets and some tin of soup, vegetable soup, a bacon potato that I chopped up. I forgot to get the carrots and the mushrooms and the something else that maybe it might have eluded. Maybe an onion, maybe a sliced onion, and put that in the cooking pot. It was a nice dinner. It was a nice, okay dinner. It lasted, 2 days? About 2 days, I think. But there's a possibility he might have licked the edge while it was in the sink soaking, because it was all stuck around and it needed the water to, it's possible he might have licked the edge and then got a taste of this, and there's no artificial colour and flavourings in it. Well, I don't believe a word of that. Sherwood's, don't they make AV amplifiers? Since the 1889. I don't believe a word on this bloody packing. Oh yeah, and there was the other thing that was eluding me that I probably didn't put with my meal. Rice. I should have boiled some rice. I got rice, I think, but not plain rice. So I forgot to do something like that, with the meal, because that's what my dad would have done. Probably everything except that. I put 2 of those. How many of these packets I've got left? Got 3 of them left. So I think 2 was too much. So next time if I do it, I'll put 1 packet in and probably a little bit more vegetables, carrots and onion and mushrooms. But good old bacon potato. You just dice it up into small. It's 100%. It's 100% after 8 hours cooking. I left it about maybe 9 or 10 almost. It was spot on, ideal. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. I could have put some of these mixed vegetables in the. I could have put some of those mixed vegetables in the. I had a little bit of something else, but I forgot the mushrooms. I think I've finished all the mushrooms. I think I've gone through all the mushrooms. There's a little new potatoes. I don't think I've got any mushrooms left. I think I went through them all last year. Oh, I've got a tin of baked beans up there. Didn't notice that. Sometimes don't notice things that you got. I put chili beans in it as well, little chili kidney beans and such. I could have put some baked beans in that. And just 1 packet of that coma or whatever the bloody thing's called. It's Indian. I can't pronounce Indian stuff, Oh, bloody hell. Oh, these little sweeties are nice. I like these. The dentist recommended it. Can you imagine that? They recommended it through trial and error. I hope it's more try than error. Yeah, I should have used that in the cooking pot. I should have used that instead of that. Oh, I forgot I've got one of those in the cupboard. You got to look sometimes and you think, Oh, I've got some more of these. I didn't know I had some of these. Oh, Tesco. When did I get these then? Oh. I do like these. Sherbet lemon. Oh, yeah. Oh, bay leaves. I've not made a spaghetti bolognese in over 2 years. Most people would have a spaghetti bolognese at least a few times each year. Dailies, I've not used those in a while. Oh, maybe I'll make a bolognese. I've got some noodles. I've got plenty of noodles and tuna fish, pasta. Come on, Bear, get out of the sink. Come on, Bear. Come on, out of the sink. Out. Climbing around in the sink. You all right there, Madge? You don't look okay. Come on, pick you up. Can you have some water? Oh, hold on. Bear, come away from Magic. No, come away from Magic. Doesn't want to be wound up by you at the moment. Oh, Magic's having some water. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. He's having some water because he's dehydrated and he's having some water. That's good. Uh-oh. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. That's Magic. Yeah, you don't have to sniff him. Let's see how long Magic laps up the water. Bear, come on, come away. Do you want a little wet food, Bear? You want a little wet food? A little wet food? Just give you a little wet food, eh? Yeah, Bear's into it. Bear's into it. He's probably licking it more the juice than he is eating it. I'm going to lay off giving some Magic some food. I'll just let him get some water. Just let him get some water. Because that'll help to possibly filter out the bug. Because it'd be just the same. It'd be just the same if it were myself and I don't feel like eating now, and it's day 2 and I don't feel like eating. So Magic probably doesn't know. He might feel hunger, but he doesn't know if he's absolutely sure. So just got to give it a, you know. It might feel like he would feel like eating today. Maybe late, maybe this evening, maybe in the morning. But I'll just wait until I take him to the vet. So at least he's having a good lap of water. He's having a good lap of water there. He's lapping it up nicely. And a good drink of water there, Bear. Magic. Yes. You having a good drink of water. So your mouth, your throat must be pretty sore after all that vomiting yesterday. it's not. I'm not sure if you've had enough water there, Magic. Have a few more laps of water when you're ready. When you're ready, have a few more laps of water. And you've eaten, Bear. You've had a snack. Well, actually, you didn't finish it. You had a little snack, Bear, haven't you? Magic. He still looks moody. Magic's still looking moody. Do you want to go to the litter? You want to use the litter? He's just sat there. Maybe if I pick him up and take him to the litter, put him near the litter box, he might use it. So, or take him back to the bed so he can relax. He's going to relax and settle down. I think he's feeling some sort of feeling, so still some sort of discomfort, which I don't know. I have no idea if I've got to be as transparent with the vet within say between Thursday and Sunday. I've got to be as transparent as possible with even the impossible, so that they get an idea, and then they can, I can see that that they're doing. I hope that I could be observing what they're doing. Wear the mask, because I'm going to wear the mask no matter what now. I think Magic should have a mask. Are you going to jump up there, Bear? Oh. Yeah, you see yourself, don't you? It's like a mirror. It's like a mirror. It's a camera. It's a camera, Bear. It's a camera. It's a video camera. This is a laptop, and there's a video camera on it. You should pause. You know what you look like, Bear? You look like that guy, Tree Media. Look like that Zach guy. Give me a big pause up and smash that pause button. Come on, Magic, get well. Get well, come on. I have to make sure next time I wash a cooking bowl, cooking pot or whatever, I'm just not going to leave it soaking in the water there. I'm just going to have to get in there and elbow grease, wash it, get it clean, because it's do. Just get it clean and put it away. Not chancing that again if it's spicy food or something, and then one of my cats just happened to lick a little bit of it and then think, yeah, ooh. Then they go away, and then a few hours later, then they start feeling, oh no, what? Anyway, I'm going to go back to bed. Get my magic, put my magic up and put him on the bed. I don't see any sense why he should lay on the floor like that. Oh. Well, come on the bed, Magic. Well, come on the bed. You want to use the litter? You want to use the litter? You want to use the litter? No? Well, come on the bed. Well, come on the bed. Come on the bed. Come on the bed. There you go. There you go. Oh gosh, I go dizzy when I go horizontal. Oh my goodness. Whoa, wow. Feels like I'm drifting over to the right side. I'm going dizzy as if I'm going anti-clockwise. Oh, it feels like an anti-clockwise rotation of dizziness. Oh dear. Oh, that flipping COVID vaccine thing, that's not good. Since I've had that bloody thing, every time I go horizontal, I go lightheaded, dizzy. I almost black out. I know I got a head injury and such, but since that jab, I've noticed, all these other weird side effects that most of which I've got through, and most every other person has had it and they say similar to, I felt that. The discomfort on the right side of the arm lasted about, I think, 5 days. And then all the other things as well. I think this COVID injection has also flared up my psoriasis. So fuck you, a big fuck you to the NHS, as well as the British government and Boris Johnson. A big fuck you, because I live quite happily without all this. Huff puff. Magic's settled down. They didn't want to use the litter. You just relax, Madge. Relax and and see how you're feeling in a few hours' time or what. Because it's just like when you have diarrhea and such. You might have about 8 or 9 hours of it until you get it out your system, and then you drink water and get out your system and such. For argument's sake, might just take a day, just until you think you feel okay, and then you think, well, I'm not having that again. Or it might not just be having that again, it might be what you had before it, and then had it, and it kind of mixed or whatever reaction as such, and then So it could be something you ate before you had that dinner, or it might be something you drank before you had that dinner. Other than, I mean, if it was just water, then yeah, it's just water. But it could be a different. It could be a fizzy drink or a coffee or a tea or whatever, or some alcohol or whatever. I don't drink that shit. I don't touch alcohol or tea or coffee. So it could be anything that you had slightly before and it's eluded you. You definitely know it's the meal. It could be something before that. Magic. Oh gosh, you used the litter. You had a good crap poo before Thursday, or probably around on Thursday. That was on Thursday, and then Friday. Yeah, feeling not so well. Oh, he's in that sort of mood now. He still looks a little bit down. I feel a bit down sometimes, but every time with the COVID injection, every time I go from horizontal to vertical, if I go vertical, I go dizzy. If I go horizontal, I go dizzy. I get a spell of blackout. Especially when I'm getting up, I'm all over. I'm wobbling around. It takes about a minute or so to. So it's that COVID thing. There's some sort of manipulating, some sort of genetic altering going on, or something, mind altering, DNA altering, body chemistry altering, turn us into reptilian sort of hybrids. Because we all know the government are reptilian lizards, and yeah. I don't know why the government just don't do us all in, and then they can just keep the whole rest of the country for themselves, So that's what I think. That's what I think Boris Johnson wants to do. And he's like one of those evil Bond villains, Like, just do away with us all, huh? Put us out of bloody misery, then you can choke on the whole country on your own. Yeah, done with this.